What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports Arts and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing there today in the YouTube universe? Good Lord. Oh my, oh my. That's all I have to say. This is like an ever-changing drama, soap opera. This whole chasing cardboard, autograph, scam, scandal, whatever you want to call it. Why am I making another video about this? Well, I posted this video last night, 11 hours ago, as of 10:11 a.m. my time here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on the East Coast. I made this video last night talking about additional autographs that were sold, unauthenticated autographs that were sold by chasing cardboard, breaker culture. They're one and the same. Normally, I would not really care about this, but the reason this is kind of upsetting to me is because, first and foremost, I'm a seller on eBay, and when I see something that is potentially fraudulent that has to do with this kind of hobby, and it's a big deal, it upsets me. So I made this video last night. Currently has 231 views. Didn't make this for views or clicks or anything like that. I made this to kind of just open people's eyes to bad behavior that is going on with a quote-unquote influencer, his large eBay store. This was talked about originally by Sports Card Radio. Then other YouTubers picked this up and started talking about it. I made a video on it, giving my 2 cents. We're allowed to give our opinions here on YouTube. It's the whole point of this platform. So I was reading the comments that came in. I replied to a few of them. And just literally 11 minutes ago, look who made a comment here. Good old Ty. Ty. Honestly, now you're like quadrupling down here on this thing. Just like, I don't understand people. I really, really don't. They get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They make a fluff piece rebuttal to their fan base, customers, everything. And then they just keep continuing to like spin the issue. He says here, you'll be happy to know that 0 autos were sold because not one buyer paid for any of the listings. Yes, not one card actually sold. Hence why they were initially relisted. Well, there was only one that was relisted, Ty. Get your facts straight of your own business. But by all means, keep running around and hoping that something sticks. Man, oh man. I looked at these listings again. This one was not relisted. That was sold. This was sold before all this nonsense happened with the one. You go over here, let's check the other one. Is this the other one? I think this is the other one. Was this relisted? No, it looks like it was sold. We don't know. The general public out there doesn't know. Now this one, more likely is the same card. The buyer probably didn't pay this time around, so he relisted it. Then they realized that second time around that it wasn't possibly authentic. They had a check with Beckett. We know the whole story. We don't have to keep rehashing that. But it's the arrogance. The arrogance. Like, how dare you basically say anything? Trust me, it's that whole just, oh my God. Like, Ty, you would make a great politician. That's all I have to say about you. I actually used to watch their channel. I kind of enjoyed their shows, but after time went on, I was like, this is not for me. It's kind of canned and scripted, and this whole feel-good thing doesn't come off as genuine to me. And then so I kind of moved on from it. And then this whole thing happened, and I went back and I watched, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's something, you know. So I made this video a couple days ago, and again, YouTube is a platform. We're supposed to be able to showcase things. We're supposed to be able to voice our opinions. And I'm part of this community. I have an eBay store. I do not have 31 negatives on my eBay store. And a ton of neutrals. And a ton of positives. But negatives are bad. How about do a proper damage control in the future? Breaker culture, chasing cardboard. Instead of fluff pieces to try to, like, you know, dance around the issue. Make people, you know, still like you. You run a business over there, treat it like a business, a real business. You make a mistake, like you did, You fess up to it. You don't point fingers. You don't say, oh, everyone's so negative, like us, oh my God. No. You say, you know what? We screwed up. We made a mistake. I should never have listed these items. I'm going to refund these other people. You didn't even bring that up, did you? Nobody did. It took a comment from just a random viewer on Dan the Cardman's video and me happening to see it and thinking, wait a minute, people need to know about this. And people do need to know about this. We do not have an oversight committee, a group of, we don't have a Better Business Bureau in the card community. So all kinds of crazy crap goes on all the time and nobody does anything about it. If I personally pulled a stunt like this, you guys would have my head on a pike, on a stick, and be just running through town with it. You'd be coming after me with pitchforks and torches if I pulled a stunt like this. I think most people, but for some reason, a large YouTuber, influencer gets a pass. That's not the way I see it. What they should have done over there, they should have never, first of all, listed these things. They should have gotten them authenticated. There are actually restrictions on eBay. I don't know if people know about this. We technically are not allowed to sell basically TTM autos, things like that. It's not good to do that based on what eBay's rules and regulations. They have restrictions on these things. So technically, he shouldn't have been selling those autographs, not knowing that they weren't authentic, or knowing that they weren't authentic. You guys know what I'm saying here. They should have gotten them authenticated. If they felt like they were real, they would have made a lot more money on them, on those autographs. They would have been obviously viewed as legitimate. They got away with 2 sales, it looks like, before the third one was questioned. So don't gloss over this whole thing. And now all of a sudden, nobody paid for them. It doesn't look like that. It looks like they were actually sold. And, it's just a shame. It's a shame that these kind of videos have to be made. I really hope that, the other channels out there, Sports Card Radio, Dan the Cardman, it was already covered by a YouTuber named Sports Reckoning, who, some people like, some people don't. He can kind of go off the rails with things, but, he sometimes makes some valid points. I think he needs to just tone down a little bit with his approach, and I think more people might be interested in watching him over there. But he did talk about this and talked about what I made here, and so, in a sense, I appreciate that. Thank you. I think his name is John, too. So that's all I'm going to say about this. I'm done talking about this. I'll let the big boys, the bigger watchdog channels, discuss this. But Ty, dude, seriously, get off your high horse here. If you want to be like a TV celebrity, that's fine. Go do your thing with that. But if you want to have a legitimate business and a store, you need to run it properly. I was a business owner for, almost 28 years. And I made my mistakes. And I would fess up to them. But I'd make my mistakes. I was in a whole different industry than this whole thing. I've had this for the last 5 years. And if you go and look on my eBay store, I have 0 negatives, 0 neutrals, all positives. I'm not as large as you. I don't have as much inventory as you do. I don't go around and buying collections, duping people in a sense, because a lot of these guys seem extremely gullible. And I don't even know what you're paying for these things, but I can't imagine it's normal. It's the normal amount, but that's just my opinion on that. But what I'm trying to say is you can have a business and be honest. And when you make a mistake, you fess up to it. You don't quadruple down now the way it's looking. So I just wanted to point this out. I had to share this with everybody. It really irritated me seeing that. I know the guy has to defend himself, but not in this manner. I think a lot of people would agree with that. So that's all I got for you guys today. Look out for some regular videos on our channel coming up shortly. And I apologize for, not being as tech savvy as and editing savvy as chasing cardboard, since it's just shot from my phone and my tablet here. And that's all I got. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I greatly appreciate you guys watching this. And take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully this will be the end of this. And hopefully Those guys over there, chasing cardboard, breaker culture, Ty and Mike will learn a lesson from this. Like, guys, come on. It's not the way you handle business. Thank you, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video with your friends and your loved ones. See you guys soon.